This is JB's digital update for the 28th November 2023. So, is it the Hokey Pokey or the Hokey Cokey? More in and out shenanigans with OpenAI's revolving CEO position. YouTube continues to jig with AdBlockers. Google lets small businesses get their own filter for shopping. The search quality guidelines from Google get an update for intent. And B2B curated content for the win, but it's a hard road to travel. All that wrapped up in a handy video and blog post by me, your dancing hamster JB. Read on, watch on and enjoy. And don't forget to like, share, follow, subscribe wherever you see this post. Let's take a look. So, as I said last week, there could be more twists and turns to the OpenAI maelstrom. It can't be a saga because it didn't have enough chapters. Sam Altman was out, in again, out again, and then finally back in as CEO of OpenAI. I presume the final straw was Satya Nadella explaining that yes, he would have to use a Windows laptop Teams, and he could only code in MS Word from here on in. So what have we learned from this? Really, that the boards of some of these startups need a shake-up and some more stable hands on the tiller. And that one thing you don't do is cheese off your biggest investor. Despite any undoubted denials to the contrary, the reality is that Microsoft is now pretty much calling the shots at OpenAI. A takeover without any money changing hands. That's why Sam went back to the shop. So, OpenAI is effectively MSFT AI. Nice one. Let's talk about tech and dev and see how we can weave AI into your digital processes as a VCDO. Content strategy and more. Contact me or connect or drop me an email. YouTube goes suboptimal for ad blockers. YouTube is getting a lot of flack for its aggressive pursuit of ad blockers. I've talked about ad blockers for many years and now it's reaching some sort of crescendo. Although to be honest, this game of cat and mouse could go on for a fair while. The latest twist is that YouTube is now delaying video load times by up to 5 seconds for users with ad blockers, which is deliberately annoying for them. It also indicates that YouTube knows they are running ad blockers and could stop access entirely. I'm pretty neutral on ad blockers and ads. Both have their places. Ads have become more aggressive and intrusive over time. Ad blockers have also stopped large swathes of the internet from monetizing their traffic fairly. I'm also not convinced by the upsell to an ad-free premium experience. In lots of cases, you still see ads, blatant or internal. So let's talk about running video ads on YouTube or a useful video-led content strategy. Let's connect on the socials or drop me a mail. Small businesses filter for Google shopping results. After a recent modification to Google's business profile allowing you to note yourself as a small business, Google has now rolled that out as a filter/feature to Google shopping results in some areas. Let's hope they make it here for Australia and for Christmas. This is very handy, just in time for Christmas for the rest of the world. And the like, when a lot of retail goes through the roof. I don't think it is policed, so it is possible some people may spam it. Does a local franchise of a big brand count as a small business, for example? This is so users who want to spend with small businesses can choose to do so. There isn't really a local filter you can apply, so the shopping providers may be small but could be located anywhere. I think that's a missed opportunity for the organic shopping experience, although as a seller you can only show your Performance Max shopping ads to specific locations, of course. It's halfway handy. If you want to talk to me about advertising, e-commerce, Google Shopping and other fun ways to spend time, then let's chat about my virtual Chief Marketing Officer service. Let's connect on the socials or you can drop me an email. Google search quality rater guidelines have been updated. In line with numerous recent core updates, helpful content updates and more recent reviews updates, Google has updated its search quality rater guidelines. If you've not read these before, these are a good insight into what Google is trying to do with the algorithm and search as it backchecks results with humans who actually look at the things. I've always thought that this shows the limitations of algorithms, but it is still reassuring to know someone looks at the results occasionally. There is a certain beauty in the depth to which Google details its expectations, and also a certain lack of surprise to the wiggle room and play in each type of explanation. Put simply, there is no exact answer. There is a lot of interpretation as to what a user is looking to retrieve from a search, whether the intent is plain and simple, complex and nuanced, and everything in between. Have a good read, but don't expect to truly find SEO answers in there. Think more of this. Will it help me to understand Google's thinking, so I can produce more helpful content which better matches what Google thinks its users are looking for? Talk to me about SEO, user intent, content strategies, and everything in between. Let's connect on the socials, or you can drop me an email. Curated content for B2B. Hooray! This is a good article detailing the advantages of curating content as a method for B2B marketing. Of course, this is something I do with JB's Digital Update, although not as hardcore as some do. I'm still on the fence about simple curation. I think it's extremely hard to do at the kind of scale that's useful, and the odd LinkedIn repost here and there is not going to cut it. Certainly, if you are going to do it, you have to give it time, dedication, and some resources. If you're not genuinely interested in it, you are in for a hard road. I also believe that any form of curation these days needs some personality behind it. Hello. Simple, bland pass-ons are not going to cut it. So this can be a good way to increase your visibility on social media, but it can be hard to pick the interesting stories that haven't already been done to death, or to find a new nuance that isn't trite and contrived. I like doing it, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend clients do it. Talk to me about social media strategies, content strategies, and how to build authority and traffic in your niche. Let's connect on the socials, or you can drop me an email. So you may have also missed Belmore Digital's articles from last week and be champing at the bit to read them. So don't forget, you can read about navigating the sea of data with Belmore Digital's analytics and performance services, unlock customer loyalty with Belmore Digital's email and CRM services. You can also boost conversions and sales with Belmore Digital's CRO services. That's it. That's JB's Digital Update for the 28th of November 2023. Don't forget to like, share, follow, subscribe wherever you see this post. Coming up in a second is an outro slide which will have my contact details and details of how to get in touch and how to connect. Thanks guys, speak to you soon. Cheers, bye.